name is Claire. I am a junior and I am studying English and political science. What is it to be Asian American, or what makes Asian American literature Asian American? Asian American literature is literature written by Asians about the Asian experience in America, if that makes any sense. In a research type of setting, then it's not necessarily Asian American literature. It's then research. I think also one of the things to think about is that even though Asian American literature is grouped under one category as Asian American literature, the experiences and the stories vary differently. You'll never get tired of reading Asian American literature because it's such a vast variety of things. And there's so many different experiences and different authors that you can just learn more every time you read it. It is also a problem in and within itself that we just group all Asians into one category in America instead of differentiating. There is more exposure in media these days for Asians and Asian Americans. However, it's harmful in ways. The media that's put out there, or in terms of like movies and TV shows, all only showcase certain aspects of Asians or Asians in America. You know, there are lots of things coming up recent, like TV shows and movies in the past few years. Crazy Rich Asians, the Netflix show Bling Empire, like the House of Ho. Those are all things that are like shows and movies about Asians, but it's about rich, well-off Asians, which feeds into the like idea and the stereotype that Asians in America are doing fine. They're well off, and maybe in some cases they're doing better than, you know, whites in America. You see Vietnamese refugees come in, and Khmer Rouge refugees coming in, and there being some of the poorer populations in Asian America. And stereotypes that all like, oh, Asians are smart, they're all doctors and they're educated. Well, this is true in some sense, because there's a little truth to all stereotypes, but also false in another sense, because not all Asians are really smart or like really good at math. You have people, some of the highest like school dropout rates are in like Southeast Asian Americans. That divide and those stereotypes, it doesn't just divide Asians from like, you know, African Americans or the Hispanic Americans or Native Americans. It also divides Asian Americans within themselves, and that can create more issues in ways that kind of strain the Asian American community. It's harder to make a difference when the people trying to make a difference are divided themselves. Before the end of the video that I wanted to touch point on, I think that this class is a great opportunity, you know, to learn more about Asian Americans and to see that there's more to them than just what is on TV, or, you know, what they're not just what they're making movies about or what's popular right now. Like, that people should learn, because it's not talked about, because of the whole perpetual foreigner idea that you don't assume that, you know, they've spent their whole lives in America. A lot of the times, because of these perpetual foreigner ideals and ideas, you see someone who's Asian and the first question you have is, where are you from? When people say that, like, where are you from, when they're given an answer like, oh, you know, I'm from, you know, California, like, people keep asking. They say, where are you from? Because that's not the answer that they were looking for. I think this is a good starting point to understand that there's more to Asians than just automatically being foreign. And they've had experiences that a lot of other people have.